Good evening, everybody. It is a terrific Tuesday, and we are here to recap the terrific episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, what season we in, Diva? Season 10, episode 15, The Rocky Road to Sisterhood. Oh my gosh, Diva. This episode right here, Diva, this is what keeps me at Bravo, okay? This is what keeps my TV on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. This is what gets me up on Monday mornings to Peacock to rewatch the episode that came on. I mean, when I tell you the girls did their thing this season, Diva, they did their thing. And Angel, you are the ultimate chin check of the year. 2025, 2026, Angel is the chin check of the year. Good evening, Auntie. How you doing?
How you doing? Okay. Listen, talk about chin checks. Honey, let me tell you something. I crawled up underneath my bed for a secondhand embarrassment for Angel.
I'm looking at the TV like this, Diva. I'm like,
yeah. Child, when we get into it, Listen, Gizelle chin checked her the whole time. She said, it's too late. It's too late, Angel. I said, oh, man. It was bad. We'll get into it. It was bad.
Yes.
It was bad.
But listen, people.
For us, but bad for Angel. Honey, it gave us classic Real Housewives of whatever TV. Yeah. It gave us classic reality TV.
It was good. It was
pick her face up.
I mean, it was the reason that we come to Sunday nights, for laughter, jokes, and some mess, okay? And I'll even throw this in here too, Diva, just for our promo for tomorrow. Married to Medicine was everything as well, okay? So make sure you join us for Married to Medicine.
Thursday, tomorrow I got an interview. Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, excuse me. Yes, Thursday. Because the girl showed up and showed out. All right? So we're going to check that out on Thursday as well. But listen.
Just real quick, though, on that note, Royaire, the Angels are not doing that well in reality TV this season. Because Angel from Potomac and Angel from Married to Medicine, they got the business on Sunday night. They got the business.
Sunday night. You hear me? Diva, don't come checking me when you ain't talked to them other girls about it. I cannot wait to recap. But y'all, we are here tonight to recap Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 15, The Rocky Road to Sisterhood. We are live on both channels, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. So please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and then let the people know that we are live. I know we normally go live on Mondays for our recap, but yesterday was MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, okay? And so we decided to give him his dues. And we took off yesterday, okay?
We rested.
So that we could rest, okay? So we rested. That's what we did. But so let the people know we are live recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac. And so while you guys are coming in the building, we're going to jump into our little segment, Street News, okay? Let's get into news. Oh my goodness, Diva. So, last week I was sharing when we opened up that there have been, so many people saying that they are loving the Housewives, Married to Medicine, everything that Bravo is giving on Sunday nights in these recent two shows. And so I believe that I shared that Married to Medicine has rated top tier as one of the best shows on Bravo so far this year in the airing of this year's seasons. And so we had Miss Quad from Married to Medicine and Gizelle from the Potomac down at the Andy Cohen, okay? Down at Andy Cohen's got the 411 Team V on Late Night Fun.
I'm here for the theme song. I'm here for it.
Okay. And so, apparently This Reasonably Shady Diva is obviously really doing well because they have been in the blogs a lot about some of the things that Gizelle and Robin say. Well, there were some comments made on their podcast. Let's pull up that first. I'll let us hear what they said on their podcast first, and then
for you kind of
what was said at Watch What Happens Live. So let's check this out real quick.
Is Married to Medicine allegedly filming now? Are they filming now?
I guess so. I saw a picture of her filming a confessional for Married to Medicine.
Oh wow. Okay. So are we renting and recycling?
That's what it looks like. Real Housewives of LA version.
Is Married to Medicine allegedly filming now? Are they filming now?
I guess so.
So they were talking about Married to Medicine is recycling people, okay? Now, apparently, they did have Phaedra last year. As we know, she left mid-season last year. And so they're saying that Angel, and I believe we addressed this before, that Angel is from Basketball Wives. Have we talked about this?
But that's Angel on Married to
Medicine. Right.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
They were saying that they're recycling these people. Well, Ms. Quad didn't take too kindly to that comment, and so let's hear what Ms. Quad had to say.
The Married to Medicine ladies got a lot of love at BravoCon.
Yes. Thank you so much. So much love at BravoCon. But sis, I love you down to the floor. But you and my good soror, honey, say that we were recycling the girls down to the TV show. Recycling. And that we was pillaging and rummaging through the recycle bin. You said that we were bringing on new girls that were recycled.
Oh, that was Robin.
Oh,
Robin said that.
But
that was not Gizelle.
Yes, but the thing about it is, men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't. And we've done very, very well.
Yeah,
I think we have actually done better than Potomac and also Salt Lake City. Okay. The numbers.
Quad.
I'm just saying we're good. You and I have always been good.
Okay.
But I heard it down to, I said, not recycling the girls.
And Robin wasn't even talking about Married to Medicine. She was talking about Atlanta.
No, she was talking about Married to Medicine too.
Okay.
And that's my Sora. That's my good
Well,
sis.
you should take that up with Robin.
No, I'm just saying.
We are two different people.
No, I do understand.
Okay.
Y'all don't even look alike.
No.
But I took both of you kind of chimed in on it. I said, we got to
The Married to Medicine ladies got
chimed in on it. I said, we got to talk about this.
I really don't think I did.
Yes, but we got to go back and run it.
We'll run it. Run
that beautiful.
Run that thing. Run that thing.
And at the next BravoCon, we can do a Squash the Beat.
Yes.
All right, after the break, we have Robin.
For you.
Okay, Diva. She did. She clocked that. She really did. And it's funny to me how Gizelle, she forgets everything that she says, but can remember what everybody says, what everybody else says.
Threw her own friend under the bus.
Threw your own co-host, your own bestie under the bus. Ma'am, you said it. You felt it. Stand on business about it. But this isn't the first time that we've caught Gizelle saying things and then she doesn't take accountability for it. So I was like, another Gizelle, not taking any accountability. But Quad, she said, girl, I love you down to the floor, but I got to clock you real quick. I got to get you together. And she did that. Any thoughts on that?
I loved it. I was here for it because Quad stood on business. She didn't get scared. She saw her and said, I got to talk to you because don't play us out. Let's be clear. I will say this. I was telling Royaire this before that I feel like Married to Medicine doesn't get the recognition that they deserve. They are one of the reality shows that still have most of the original cast. They are one of the reality shows that actually have husbands. So it's not too many of those left. We see so many broken homes, even the reality shows that started that it was a husband and wife couple, they have since broke up. But now you see with Married to Medicine, since Simone came in our face, since Dr. Jackie came in our face, since Dr. Heavenly came in our face, those girls are still married to their husbands, and Toya. So I really like the Married to Medicine, and I think that they don't get enough credit. Did they have some dry moments in times and seasons? They did, But they're clocking in so far this season, and I'm here for it.
Totally here for it. Good evening, everybody. Definitely totally here for it. Listen, no matter what anybody says, Diva, I totally agree with you. Married to Medicine is one of my favorite shows. Unfortunately, that fight with Mariah and Toya put them on the map. But I'm glad that it put them on the map, because ever since then, they have had a consistent cast with pretty much the same people. And I think I said this the other night when we talked, they have authentic storylines. They have some fluff here and there, but for the most part, all of their storylines are authentic. Everybody gives, everybody's putting in, and it shows. That's why they have a 12-season show so far. They continue to put in that work and clock in. And I think Real Housewives of Potomac is getting back to that place. This has been one of their best seasons in probably the past, 4 years?
In like forever.
Yeah. So, quiet, clock it. Giselle, sit back and be quiet, girl. I guess, Giselle's going to be on this Ultimate Girls Road Trip, as a full-time castmate. So I guess Bravo really love her. Portia's going to be on there as well. It was announced that Cynthia will also be a part of the show in some capacity. Now, we did talk about briefly your girl, Nene.
Oh, being a part of the road trip. Listen, if they want to hire her, that's Sleepy. If they want to hire her, you know what? It is what it is. Let her get that check. That's all I can say.
Is it a check though?
Huh?
Is it a real check though?
She's excited about it, so I'm assuming yes, it is. She's very excited. She done gave a whole Grammy award-winning speech about how I'm back. So listen, I'm here for Nene getting her check. They have forgiven Royaire's others, right? You know what? They forgiven others, so why not Nene?
Yes, I'm here for it. But the way she said I'm back, like I thought she was like back, like in the show back. Like we get a sneak preview of Nene. Like,
listen, the door is open.
It's cracked. The door is cracked at best, Diva. It ain't open.
Listen, she on the episode. The door is open. And usher Nene through. Okay. So
Well, we'll see how that unfolds, when that comes out. But listen, I love all of these shows, Diva. I'm super glad that they're still around. I'm glad that we are able to come together and kind of just bond as a community over these great shows. And so since that's what we're here for, let's jump into that. So we're going to jump into the Real Housewives of Potomac, the rocky road to sisterhood. So as you all know, who have been joining us, and those of you who are new, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. As you know, we are in Colorado now. This is Angel's home, where she has been residing, since, moving from Potomac. She's back in Colorado. She's invited the girls out to this trip. She only has 2 ladies staying at her home, which is Kay and Tia. Jazzy, Gizelle, Monique, Wendy, Ashley, and Stacy are staying, unfortunately, at a separate location where there has been no water. The house has been overheated, so overheated that Monique's face was swollen, okay? The girls, they had to take whole baths when there was water. And so they have had enough of this, okay? We've seen that Gizelle was over it. She has decided to take over the girls' trip. We are loading up in the trucks because we are now going to Aspen to spend the day out in Aspen and to do some shopping and to have some lunch. So we are in the cars. We have Angel, Tia, and Kay in car 1. And so they're kind of discussing, last night's activities, how everything went at the welcome party. And so Angel is a little frustrated with Monique's comments, regarding Bobby and her having to ask Bobby to watch the children pretty much. So she's upset about that. We have Wendy, Monique, Gizelle, and Ashley in card 2. And then we have Jazzy and Stacy in card 3, okay? So Stacy felt that Angel was using Bobby and the children as an excuse not to come to the pajama party, okay? And so Jazzy agreed because she said, I set up all the kids' situations for us, okay? So I know when I'm trying to do something for the kids and when I'm trying to do something because I want to do something. Monique is in the car with the ladies. And so Monique said that, you know, she was not speaking on or about Angel's marriage to Bobby. She was only speaking to the overwhelming, you know, lifestyle of being a baller's, you know, ex-baller's wife and having children and having to keep up with the facade and everything. And so Monique recognized those quote unquote issues from her life and she's seeing them in Angel, but she's not speaking on their marriage. You know, while she was explaining that, she also shared with us that Wendy then shared with her that Jazzy went back and repeated the very conversation that she had in private to Angel. Okay. And so that, you know, has a little ruffled feather with Monique. And so she says she's going to address that situation. Angel feels that she doesn't owe any explanations to anybody. You know, her marriage is her marriage. They don't know Bobby, and Bobby treats her well, okay? And the ladies could learn a thing or two. She said she didn't go to tell her husband, you know, have permission from her husband. She went to be respectful and to ask him, hey, babe, you know, I know you've been with all the kids pretty much all day. Would you mind? That was where she was coming from. So she says, you know, Stacy's in the car talking about she's trying to get Timu to buy her a chicken coop. She's a special one, Diva. She's special. Gizelle feels that this trip was all a setup. She feels like that Angel really doesn't like the ladies and she didn't really want all of the ladies at her home, nor all of the ladies to stay together. Gizelle said things weren't even this bad when she was in college and she barely had any money. She always had a working toilet and food and water to drink. No problems. But this was horrible. And she has named Angel the worst host ever. Okay? Angel, you know, wants to try to turn this trip around. She wants to make things better. And so Tia and Kay, they are very supportive in thinking that Angel will be able to turn this thing around for the betterment of the ladies. But we're going to talk about in this next scene how that did not come together, okay? So, Diva, this whole car situation for me, unfortunately, this is kind of a setup for a downfall for Angel because this is what happens when you seclude the ladies. You give people the opportunity to talk about what, you know, did or did not go wrong. And because she has isolated herself from the people that she has created these issues with, now it's giving them more to talk about on top of all of the stuff that they're already talking about. This was just not a good season for Angel altogether. I just don't feel like this was a good setup for her at all. It's really, really bad. And I don't think Kay nor Tia really realized the detriment that the other ladies were in, not having working water, nobody reaching out to them, nobody, you know, making sure that their accommodations were together. It was very messy. And then I can't wait to talk about this Jazzy and Monique situation because we got a lot of leaking faucets in the group. Somebody went and told Chris about, you know, what Monique said about them separating. Now we got Jazzy running over. Classic issue with telephone, as we always have in this group. But anything on those opening scenes?
You know, I was here for the car rides.
Mm-hmm.
I really was. I mean, you know, Bravo is messy because I know they set that up accordingly to have who was going to be who in the car. Of course, what's her name? Angel was going to be riding with Tia and Jazzy because they stayed in a house together. What I noticed about Angel is Angel got big energy when she's not in the group. When she's just with a small pocket of people, she rah. She got her chest puffed out. She gonna do this, that, and the other. But then when everybody's all together, she shrinks. So in the car, she was like, you know, they don't know about me and Bobby. They don't know about this. I heard Monique was saying that and a blah, blah, blah. And then Kay is back there. Kay's supposed to be her bestie, her friend, and she really don't have her back like that. She not really standing up for Angel like that and helping Angel out. Is just messy. So in Tia, like I said before, Tia is she's just there. If Tia doesn't come back, I won't miss her. If Tia comes back, I'll deal with her. That's how I feel about Tia. She's not really giving much right? So shame on, though, I will say this. Shame on what's her name? Shame on Tia and Jazzy not standing up and calling the girls either to say, like, are y'all okay at the house? But T and K. But see, that's what you get though when you got 3 newbies in the house together. Okay, because they wouldn't know that, you know what, before these girls get on our case, let's call over there and see if they good or whatever the case may be. But you got 3 newbies together and they really don't know how to run things and how to work things out. The Stacy and Jazzy riding together, I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute that Stacy talked about she want a chicken coop. She gonna ask Timu to get this chicken coop for her. And Jazzy was just eating her food. You know what I love about the Real House, the housewives that keep it real? They be seriously eating. They don't play around with their food. Jazzy was in there just to pluck it, whatever she was eating in her mouth. And she was like, girl, I heard the dogs be eating them chickens. And yes. Like, what? I thought it was cute. I was here for, the ride or whatever. Everybody's saying that Angel and the relationship is messy. With Bobby. See, the thing is, if you're doing reality TV, then people gonna be in your business. And do it look kind of different and sideways when you have to ask your husband everything? Yeah, listen, if my husband knew I signed up for the Real Housewives of whatever, and that I'm gonna have to participate with these ladies and do things, a lot of those ladies, they got to leave their husbands behind. Or Married to Medicine, a lot of times the husbands are not with them on these different trips, not all the time. So you gotta leave, and your spouse got to be responsible for household, kids, this, that, and the other. So, Angel, again, you didn't read the blueprint that is out there available to us all about how housewives shows go. And then you went on Potomac where nobody has a husband but Wendy. Nobody got a husband but Wendy. So on that note, you already should have said to yourself, most of these trips are going to be with just the girls. So I got young kids. I got to figure this out if I'm joining this group. So Angel gets so many F's, it's disgusting. With Angel, wait, now in the car with Gizelle, Wendy, Ashley, and Monique, it was work in that car. It was work in that car. That's all I can say. They was gearing up. They was gearing up to put their foot on Angel's neck. Okay,
that was the originals. The originals came together and they knew what they was doing.
They knew what they was doing. They was ready to put their foot on Angel's neck and they just roasted her. But I'll just say this really quickly is that hands down, no matter who you like or don't like in this group, we got to be clear. Angel got an F.
I would agree with that. She got an F for the season. I do agree with.
I'm talking about for this trip.
Oh, I'm talking about for the
even if I don't do the whole season yet, for this trip, she got an F.
Oh yeah, she got an F for the season for me. That is what it is. But I do agree with Tiff Thang. I don't feel like Angel was trying to get permission from her husband. I think she was respectfully asking. I don't see anything wrong with that, number one. Number two, I also think she asked, in my opinion, because she genuinely didn't want to go. So she was looking for Bobby to say no about it. Like, because he even asked, like, do you want to go? Like, she has not wanted to be around these ladies. I don't think it had anything to do with Bobby. I think it had to do with her choosing not to want to be around these ladies in that format that she was on the first trip because of how her first trip was. That's just my opinion now,
So I'll throw this in there. That's what's great. Everybody got their opinion. I think it's a total opposite. I think Bobby let her know up front that I'm not going to be watching these kids all day like that. And that's why she said something about the babysitter and how she had the babysitter and she had the babysitter set up. Like I said, you knew what you was doing. If I told, this is work for them. If my husband knows I'm doing a 12-hour shift, I'm working 7A to 7P, why do I gotta re-ask him or retell him about what the plans are? No, she had to check with Bobby, okay? Because Bobby wasn't having it. Bobby wasn't beat. Bobby didn't want to be in Maryland. And when Bobby got back home, if you go back, remember the scene. He said, come on now, you're already going to Aspen. You're already having dinner. You're already doing this. Now they want to have a pajama jammy jam. So she didn't want to go, but she also knew that Bobby wasn't here for it. That's just my opinion. Bobby wasn't here for it. Not at all. Bobby spoils me. I just use that verbiage in the word and the babysitting the kids. No, Bobby told you after that private jet lands back here from Aspen, you need to be home with your kids.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree because I don't think
we can.
I do not. He just doesn't seem like that type of man to me, just based off of what I've seen. And she has not given me the notice that she wants to be around these ladies. And the pajama trip was just planned off of a whim, but we'll see as we follow on what'll happen with, between Bobby and Angel. We shall see. You got a new member, Aunties. Thank you for joining her membership club.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, and that's like I said, what I love. But I'm telling you, in my heart of hearts, I already know Bobby told her no.
We'll see. We're gonna find out. So we move into our PJ scene. Okay, so they arrive to the private jet. The ladies get on over here. Let's see. They arrive to the 900, the Falcon 900 private jet. Now, Diva, this jet is $8,050 per hour. Okay. I think I'm gonna stay commercial with the rest of the people.
Yeah.
If that's what Phaedra paid to fly private with her boo out of wherever they was at, listen, go ahead, girl. So let's see. The ladies seem to be very impressed with, the private jet, but they are definitely throwing shade those who did not stay with Angel because, they've had a rough morning. They're not the freshest. They taking sprinkling baths and, hoe baths and everything else. So they're not too happy. As soon as the ladies kind of get seated and settle, immediately Angel gets up and says, listen, I want to apologize for the accommodations. And before she could get anything else out, Gizelle, it's too late. We don't want to hear it. It's too late. It's too much. We're over it. You're done with. You're the worst host ever, okay? Wendy said nobody reached out. Nobody offered us to come over. Nobody offered us an Uber. Nobody offered to bring us any water. Nobody did anything. Not even Kay or Tia, okay? Angel said that she should have called and reached out. Unfortunately, she didn't because she just jumped right into fix-it mode, trying to get everything worked out and figured out for the ladies. Kay said that, Kay definitely tried to offend Angel. She said that they were wrong. They should have reached out. They should have been more sympathetic, but they were kind of trying to help Angel get everything together with the other accommodations pretty much. Gizelle shared that she told the ladies to pack their bags. We're going to find them other accommodations, so it's too late. Don't worry about trying to figure it out because we got plans afterwards. Angel said that while the ladies were at the house, for her welcome party, she called the repairman. She called the house manager to try to get everything fixed. They told her everything was good. The Wells issues were working fine and everything was good. But apparently that still wasn't the case. Gizelle said that she even excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Gizelle said, sorry, somebody was calling me. I'm sorry, y'all. Gizelle said that, you know, the least Angel could have done was call. She could have tried to reach out. She could have done anything, but it's too late now. She's a horrible host, and other accommodations have been made, so don't even worry about it. You know, Angel said that she found other accommodations. Gizelle said she found the Four Seasons. You know, that's her crew. And so she reached out to them, and so they've already got an executive suite waiting on them. Accommodations are made. You know, Angel wasn't too keen on that because she's already had other plans in place. And Gizelle said, long story short, it is what it is. And we'll let the ladies decide what they want to do at the end of the day. Jazzy explains that she was a flight attendant for 11 years, so she's flown all over the world. Apparently at dinner last night, Stacey's eyes got dried up, so she decided to take her contacts out and put them on the plate and ended up eating the contacts. I'm like, what is wrong with Stacey? She's just awkward. The ladies land in Aspen. Once they get there, they get on a sprinter and then they head over to lunch. So anything on that flight scene, Diva? You know, I know that was a lot that happened. You know, Gizelle was not here at all for anything. Any excuses? There was nothing that Angel could have said to fix anything for Gizelle. She was done with it, over with it. The Four Seasons, Diva, you know, it's the Four Seasons. It ain't like it's the Renaissance Hotel. Like, girl, pipe down. You got the people at the Four Seasons.
No. We're not piping down. I had no water. So the fact that you was able to get us at the Four Seasons and you got us accommodations that had some running water so I could flush the toilet and wash my booty.
Well, hey, she could check him in at the Hampton for that thing.
Listen. Let me tell you, I was here for that scene 100%. Okay. If Bravo is giving out awards for a classic scene, that plain scene has to be it, okay? Angel, the way Gizelle spoke to Angel was, I don't think so.
I do. It was deplorable. You don't talk to nobody like that. Just so nasty and so rude.
No, just because you don't like Gizelle don't mean everything she does, right, Diva? I'm not mad at them because exactly. Listen, just because you don't like Gizelle don't mean that everything she does is just dead wrong, okay? So at the end of the day, Angel is a host. Angel and Bobby had that company. What's that company called? Wonderland? Whatever that company is called. So you're supposed to be about hospitality, about accommodating people, about showing people the world and all of that other stuff. And here we are, we in this house with no water. So when Angel got on that plane to try to explain, and Gizelle kept saying, too late. I was here for every second of it, okay? You didn't call to see if we could wash our booty, take a shower. You didn't call, like they said, and said, send the Uber so you can at least come to my house and wash and then go back to your house to spend the night. You did none of that. NK and Tia ain't know what to do with herself. And when Gizelle told Kay, she said, be quiet.
She did shut Kay down.
She shut Kay down because how you gonna tell me we going to a whole event and when Ashley got up there and said beware because I might stink because I couldn't shower? No, all of those ladies tore that scene down. They tore it down, okay? Angel kept trying to apologize, and she said, too late, we don't want to hear it. You didn't call us, you didn't check on us, you didn't care about us, none of that. Yeah.
How you doing? Okay.
What are you doing? No. You supposed to be the hostess with the mostest. She talking about, but I called yo and Angel. Like I said, Angel get gangster in the ride there. But then when they was tearing her down, she was like, but I called. I tried when I heard. You know, we sent electrician over there. We sent this. We sent that. No, come on, Angel. They kicking your back in. Yeah. You got to do better. And Tia and Kay, y'all ain't help her, but y'all was in the house with heat, hot water, and all of that.
With breakfast made by Bobby.
Listen, when they said that Monique's face was double the size. Stacey was like, her face was double the size. It was 90 degrees in here. Child, they roasted Angel. They roasted her. She couldn't even recover. And they wanted to tell us that thing was $9,000 or $8,000 an hour. And like Gizelle said, because she was, Angel was like, but I got you on this private jet. She was like, I'd rather have running water than a private jet. Child, they roasted her. And you know what? And unfortunately, she deserved every minute.
I just
and when Gizelle kept saying the 4 seasons.
Like, girl, nobody care about this darn 4 seasons, but okay.
Oh God. I don't care what that website say about the 4 seasons. They have water. They have water.
So you could be sleeping on the couch, but as long as you got some water, you good.
I gotta do to wash my behind, Royaire. Listen, before I go into bed at night, I shower. When I wake up in the morning, I shower. I gotta brush my teeth. How are we flushing this toilet? How about washing my hands so I could go in the kitchen to get something to eat? No, I would have been done too. That's why I said, I'm sorry. No water? No, she's getting roasted. They put her behind on the rotisserie and they kept turning and turning.
Wore her out. And I was just like, oh,
she was cooked. Well done. Yeah. Well done. No, Gizelle told her, no, it's too late. She was like, but I'm just saying, she says it's too late. She said, we're going to the 4 seasons.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Mel said, do you think they would try to toughen Angel up? Angel not going to toughen up. She's not. She ain't built for this. And we'll see later when she crying to Ashley and Monique. Ashley and Monique felt so bad for her at that darn dinner. They went over and was talking to her. And she had the Candace knack, and she was like, you know. She had the triangle. She had the triangle. I said, girl, you ain't ready.
Yeah, it was a lot. Beautiful jet, but it sunk the whole. It messed up everything. You know, the previous house not having things together, it just messed up everything. It put everybody in a bad mood. And unfortunately, Angel she's not going to be a defender of herself. Like I've come to realize that, you know, and Kay, she could be no friend of mine because there's no way that you're going to let these girls sit up here and roast me like this. And you not going to you just let these girls just jump on me. Like, girl, you are no friend of mine. No friend.
Kay, remember she said, can we just toast? And they said, no.
We toasted too. No, that wasn't hard enough. I needed a Tay to come in there and stand on business. My friend tried her damnedest to help you untrifling, ungrateful, dirty ladies out. No, I would have known. You got to come in there and fight.
But at the end, this is where they really chin checked. At the end, they said, let's toast to Gizelle.
Cheers to the girls.
She got us in the 4 seasons. She said, they was like, let's cheers to Gizelle for getting us in the 4 season with some running water.
Yeah, it was bad for Angel overall. And I've been trying to have a lot of grace for her, but I feel that Gizelle could have came a little bit better. I just didn't like her nastiness about it. It's just like, girl, like, ugh, go away. Like, but yeah, no water is definitely a problem, a major problem. If we all still share on toilets, don't flush. Oh Lord, if we also stay on toilets, don't flush, getting roasted. But yeah. Yes. Okay. So we are headed down to lunch. And I entitled this the lunch beatdown because after we got off the flight beatdown, we then got a beat down at the lunch table. Okay. So the ladies seem to be very happy about the lunch choice that Angels chose. You know, It seemed to be positive attitudes once we got there. The ladies will be doing a whiskey tasting, so that was a little part of the accommodations that they would be receiving. Angel again apologized for the accommodations. She said, even though you guys didn't want to hear me and didn't accept my apology, I still want to apologize again for everything that happened. While the ladies were at the table, Monique questioned Jazzy about sharing a convo in regards to, what she had to say about Angel's husband. And, she wanted to know why she felt the need to bring that comment up. She said, well, yes, I did share it. And I shared it because I was concerned. And let me say this, Diva. Bring Jazzy on this TV screen. Because Jazzy stands on business every single time. Okay? She lets you know, yeah, I said it. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Because Monique didn't do anything about it. Just so y'all know. Nothing was really done. Wendy mentioned, asking Bobby about the sleepover situation and, what was that all about? Monique said that, she wanted to make sure that Angel wasn't in the same space in her marriage that Monique found herself in with her marriage to Chris. And so Angel said that that's not my experience. Bobby is good to me. Me asking Bobby, like I said earlier, it wasn't to get permission. It was out of respect for my husband. And Gizelle wanted to know, well, why did you even have to ask? Why do you even have childcare? You knew you were coming on this trip. You knew you were inviting the ladies. You knew you were going to be busy hosting. Why didn't you have childcare? And so then Angel said, well, since we have to talk about it, I did have childcare. My childcare was there from this time to this time. I put my children down at night. They don't have overnight childcare from my understanding. And so, hey, if you want to be a parent, parent your children. That's your business, okay? But at the same time, Angel, when you have obligations, you still need to be able to meet the obligations that you have signed up for also. Wendy and Gizelle wanted to clear up why Jazzy felt the need to repeat this conversation because the girls have this quote unquote, I guess, code where you don't go back and repeat stuff, even though that's what everybody does anyways. Jazzy said that, Angel is her friend. And, she needed to make sure that her friend was good and she felt that her friend needed to know. And so Gizelle said, well, since when did you become friends with Angel? And she said, well, the first day we met, she started calling me and kikiing and he-heing and we got cool from there. And pretty much the only reason that Tia got to stay at the house was because she was basically, just picked like a last minute choice. Like, I don't want to pick between these two, so I'm going to just pick her. Like, it wasn't, and Tia was a little confused about why she was like, wait a minute, no, we have a good relationship too. So they had a little moment together. It wasn't really much or anything. Wendy really wants Angel to stand on business, okay? When it comes to, being in this group, you need to stand on business. If you like somebody, be real about it. And if you don't like them, say you don't like them and stand on it. Stop trying to hide and duck and dodge your feelings, okay? Stand on business. Angel feels that every time she opens up to these ladies, that is hatred, aggression, and disrespect spewed in her face. She begins to break down at the table. A few of the ladies come around to console her. She said, let's go to Kimo Saba. She's tired of trying to get these ladies to understand her. Every time she tries to give her opinions and her thoughts, they throw it back in her face, so she's really over it. And the ladies was like, listen, you got to stand on business pretty much. You got to stand up for yourself. When the girls come at you, come on. Well, here comes Gizelle. Come on, y'all. We got to go. Let's go. Come on. We got to get to our next destination. Diva, your girl Gizelle is just heartless. She beat you up, tear you down on the private jet. She comes to the table again and beats you up and tear you down again. Look, Wendy got a little punchy in here and there too because she wants you to stand on business about what you do and what you say. Monique and Jazzy going back and forth. Tia and Jazzy have another little setback because y'all remember when Tia and Jazzy was yelling at the table with each other down over in wherever they was at the last trip. It was a hot mess at this table. And then on the end of that, we got Angel down at the end of the table breaking down and crying again about who knows. This was just a mess to me, Diva. It was over emotional, but it was great TV. I really want Angel to understand what she signed up for, and it just seems like that she missed what the purpose of this was. This is not TLC. This is Bravo. We come to throw shade, have a good time, and stand on business. And you did none of those things in the public forum of what you should have, Angel.
I think Angel thought, like many other people thought, that when they're watching it, like if I was on there, that wouldn't happen to me. But see, what she needs to understand is that, you know, they, like I said, there's always gonna be a villain. They gotta pick on somebody. They don't have to, but that's the blueprint for reality TV. So yeah, chin checked on your own turf. Come on, I'm 50 Gold. It's one thing to get chin checked in Potomac, but you got chin checked in Colorado, and that's messy. So I think that she thought when she came on the show that she was going to be able to just be her authentic self or be herself or whatever, and it was going to fly. They got TV to make, honey. They got a show to do, and only the strong will survive. And that's why anybody who comes after Angel, if they want to know how to survive this thing, they better hit Stacey up in the DM. Because Stacey came through, she got the memo, and she know how to do this thing no matter what. She let everything roll off her back. And when you talk about the next couple of scenes, I'm going to tell you why I really do like Stacey. So anyway, at the dinner table, Angel got checked yet again. Monique wanted to know about, who Jazzy, did you say? She said, yeah, Jazzy said, yeah, I told her. Let me just back up for 1 second and just make a small mention about the outfits for this particular outing to Aspen. They were all horrific. And I think out of all the outfits, the worst was Monique's. That outfit did nothing for Monique. It was horrible. I think they all just looked a hot, stinking mess. Wendy, you wearing boots. I know y'all got to walk that you can't walk in. Kay wore boots that she couldn't walk in because she had to end up buying some sneakers, looking a hot mess. But to go back to the dinner, she got checked at that dinner. She got checked on the plane. You got these things, a private jet, and then they checked you on the private jet. They checked you at the dinner table, and you up there crying. And did Monique and Ashley, they felt bad for her at the end of that scene. They really did. And they tried to talk to her and calm her down and they tried to give her some tips on how to handle reality TV and the girls. But then Gizelle rolls back in. Gizelle was checking in. She had to do a job. She rolled back in and she said, let's go.
Just railroad over her. Like, just take the train and just rub it.
I said, ooh, damn.
She took a break from this girl. Like, God dang. Like, girl.
No, she said, come on, let's go. She said, are we going to the hat store? What? Let's go. Okay. The dressing was horrific. It was horrific. Not near one of them I could think looked cute and looked appropriate really for the situation and occasion. And I will say this too, Angel's a beautiful girl, but somebody got to tell her to tell herself that. She got to look in the mirror and do some self-work. Even Angel's outfit, I was just like, it didn't compliment her. But they all got an F on the outfits. But if I was leaning towards who was a little bit on the better side, I will say it was Angel. But the rest, it was just all over the place. It was a hot, stinking mess. But the dinner, I was here for it because they yet again told Angel, you're a horrible host. I'm like, how many times are you going to tell this girl that she is the worst host ever? And they put her, her trip as one of the top tier worst. Now that's just horrible. That's bad. And it's really bad because you have a whole company where you're supposed to know how to host people. And they keep showing that commercial with the Wonderland and how, you're going to get a meal and you're going to get activities. And then they show Bobby with that big piece of meat, child.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Can you hear me, Diva?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. You were skipping for me. I didn't know if it was me.
I'm sorry.
It was really bad. I don't know. And Gizelle, just her mean spirit, it just makes me cringe even more. Like, I was just like, oh my God, this is so much. Like, I can't imagine how Angel feels. But it was everything. It was great television. It was good TV. You know, I don't know what Angel is going to do. I really, really don't see how the rest of this trip is going to unfold. Well, we kind of seen in a clip later on that things are not going to unfold very well. And it looks like the trip is going to be coming to an end early, according to what we see so far. But it was just like, on top of all of the issues that was already going on, now we got more issues. Like, this was a bad look for Angel. And I have to unfortunately agree, Diva, the worst trip ever on Bravo, ever. You set a record, though. You definitely set a record. So we walked to Chemo Sabo, or Sabe, however they pronounce it. You know, the ladies have on their outfits, Diva, and I totally agree with you. Everybody looked the worst to me. I think my two worst votes were Monique and Gizelle. Gizelle in the dream dress, it did nothing. It was horrible. I was just like, what are we doing here? My two favorites were Stacy. I love Stacy with her fringy skirt. I thought her skirt was super cute, the black sprinkly skirt. And then I liked what Kay had on. I love Kay's all white. The boots I wasn't here for, but the all white top part of it, I loved it. Let's see. Chemo Sabo, they have boots, they have knives, they have hats, they have belt buckles. And so the ladies got there, they had an opportunity to pick out what they wanted. They bought a few things. Angel did have access to the VIP lounge, so the ladies were able to go up to the VIP lounge to get drinks whenever they wanted to. Angel and Kay had a little sidebar conversation. Kay said that she's disappointed in the ladies not really, giving Angel a chance. And she was pissed off on how, the ladies just pointed out everything negative and never tried to look at anything positive, that her friend tried to do for the trip. And she is just like really just blown away with how the ladies kind of talk to Angel. And so Angel is at the point where she's done with these ladies. She doesn't care what they think. And it's really got to a point where she doesn't feel comfortable enough coming back to Potomac. At this point, honey, you don't need to come back because the people have kicked you off the island and said you can't move back here. So don't even worry about trying to come back. The ladies then go upstairs to the bar. They did have a little drink made by Ashley. Ashley used to be a bartender back in the day. So we did get a flashback of when Angel said that Ashley used to work for her. After the ladies took a shot, like I said, they did some shopping. And so we had a little bragging moment, Diva, okay? So Ashley brought a belt buckle. I believe that belt was $4,000 is what she said, I believe. Kay got some custom-made sneakers for $1,350. Tia got a bolo tie for $500. Gizelle bought some earrings for $1,000. Wendy bought some earrings for Cam for $250. Jazzy had a custom-made hat for $1,000. And then who is this? Angel said that she had a bracelet. She got a bracelet for $1,400, and which was $1,200 for a grand total of $2,600. Stacy told the ladies, "I'm not rich, so I'll admire everything that you guys have on, and I'm gonna save my coins because Stacy liked to save the money." Okay, we even seen when Kay gave her $20 to play the machine, she took that $20. Stuck it in her purse. She's investing in herself, but she's gonna admire everything that the ladies have. Let's see. Monique did not buy anything either. She said she brought her fine self, and that's all she needs. And so, we do know in previous years, Monique has been known for living that life, living the upscale life. But obviously, it ain't what it used to be, so she could not spend that money, okay? She got a roof to keep over her kids' heads. Ashley and Stacy, you know, they go to the next level, which is the outdoor rooftop. And so they bump into Mauricio while Ashley and Stacy are taking a shot. You know, Mauricio shows up. There was a little flirtatious between all of the ladies and Mauricio, of course, but there was a specific flirtatious spirit with, of course, our whore of the group, Miss Ashley, okay? Ashley, you know, she was all up in Mauricio's face, you know, and guess who was there to help her out with it? Her girl, Stacy, okay? Stacy said, listen, you interested in this? I can hook you up, girl. I got you. And so they get to having a conversation. Mauricio said he's there for his daughter's bachelorette party, I believe it was. Diva, is that right? I believe his daughter was getting married. And so that's why he was there. And so he was going out later on that night, and he's going to be all by himself. So, you know, feel free to join him. Gizelle stepped in immediately, said, Mauricio is off limits. That is Kyle's ex-husband. We are all in close proximity. We don't need to do that. Well, Ashley wanted a little more conversation, and Stacy was with it too. So she said, giddy up, girl, let's go on over here and have a conversation. They went and had a little more conversation with him. And so Gizelle said, listen, these ladies are a hot mess. Mauricio, you go on about your business. Come on. And so Ashley's like, Gizelle, don't say I'm a hot mess in front of the man. That's not cool. And so that was pretty much the ending of that episode, Diva. So the ladies took the cab. And so that was pretty much everything that happened in this episode. So anything on that last scene?
First of all, them going to buy the hats and going to the VIP lounges and all of that, it was like blah. I thought it was extremely tacky. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat too, but I felt the same way. I thought it was extremely tacky that we doing a round table on how much we spent. I didn't get the point of that. I thought it was ridiculous. And that's when I really got to see the whole of Monique's outfit and how it just did nothing for her. That outfit was horrific because she wanted to do a spin around talking about, I just bought me, or whatever the case she said. That outfit was horrible. Stacy is smart and she doesn't fall into peer pressure. And that's the other good thing about being in reality TV. Knowing, you know what I'm saying, like how to handle yourself. She didn't feel the pressure to need to buy anything. Yeah, those shoes did look like they was regular sneakers. I don't see what was custom about them and what was so nice that they was $1,300. I would have walked barefoot first if I was tired of walking in my boots before I would have bought those $1,300 sneakers that didn't look like nothing. Or she just could have bought her some cowboy boots that were just a lower heel versus the ones that she had on. So, but at any rate, them talking about what they bought, and then Angel's like, I bought Bobby a knife, and I bought a this, and I bought a that, and it came out to $2,600. It's stupid. Like I didn't like. I really didn't understand that. Yeah, saying so much. I didn't get the point of that whole scene. And then Wendy. You know, everything Wendy says, I get this side. Yeah, she's on a budget. I give Wendy the side eye now because we know in real time what's going on with her. And I'm like, she bought $200 earrings, you know, for her daughter. So it was just absolutely insanely ridiculous. I didn't understand the point of that. And then, you know, everything with them is so sexual. And I'm getting sick of that too, right? When they got the drinks and they had that pee drink and they all was taking a shot and they was saying about the drink and I played for this team versus that team. I thought it was stupid. And Ashley didn't use the kids' money to purchase. Come on, $14 worth of mess. You better talk about it, Paige. Because when I looked at that belt, I'm like, that belt is $4,000. That was crazy to me. You know, so the end of the scene, again, I was here for the end of the scene. You know, that caviar bump was ridiculous. Because like Gizelle said, you know, we didn't even get to take a bath. There ain't no way, pretty much, I'm going to be eating no caviar off my hand and we didn't get to wash our behind. You know, I guess, you know, the fact that you know, once again, Gizelle talked about how she, you know, they about to go to the Four Seasons and everybody's invited and they're going to have dinner. And then she said, we're going to have dinner tonight and brunch tomorrow. And Angel's like, hold on. We got activities tomorrow and you got to line up this time with me. And Gizelle was like, well, we're going to let the ladies decide because after brunch, we pretty much going to go home. So that solidified that whole trip that Angel got chin-checked in her own state, on her own activities and events, to the point where she said, you know, Jay pretty much said, and we're not doing the rest of your activities. So yeah. I guess the Wonderland event is canceled.
It was canceled. It was failed in promoting. It was not a good. This was just overall bad. And and maybe I'm being a little gracious, but I feel like that they were just way too hard on her for her first time hosting a trip. Like there is a lot, but having no running water is also a lot as well. So this was a lot, Diva. It was a lot, but it was a great episode. You know, Angel definitely came through and showed us what not to do as a new housewife on any franchise. And so this was a learning lesson.
It wasn't her first event. Remember, she hosted other stuff during the season. Because remember, she kept hosting those meditation, and they was like, "How many times you gonna meditate?" She did other events. Unfortunately, Angel just gets an F. So, like, and that's exactly how you spell her company is Wonderland Experiences. If what the way she's hosting things, if it's any indication of what Wonderland Experiences look like, she's in trouble. It don't because Angel is just not ready. You do check on the girls, you do call them and see what she needed to understand was also, all jokes aside, Royaire, when you know there's a leader in the group, you bow down, you know, just to get on the inside. You bow down to the leader in the group. You call Gizelle and you ask Gizelle, like, is everything good at the house? That's the website. Look, is that Bobby?
Oh no, here go Bobby. What's luxury about this?
Oh, they doing it. There she go, her meditation. Click on experiences. Click on experiences. What kind of experience?
Our goal is to guide. Our goal is to guide through the discovering and beauty of nature throughout excellent service, unique experience, and mindful awareness. Whether you choose to fly fish, sprinkling rivers, mindful hiking, dine in, culinary feast cooked over fire, or ride through the Rockies on horses, your experience is tailored to make your time unforgettable. So they have water fishing, earth riding, hospitality, food by fire, and then mindful hiking.
So she wanted to do the fishing with them because she told Mauricio about that. It's a shame. She had a great opportunity to really put her business out there. And if she curated this trip right, it would have maybe brought more people to her company to do different things. And the pricing is not bad. $375. Yeah, that's not bad. But especially you're going to get some food and everything and an experience. It's a shame. She seemed like she got a good thing going on there, but Angel's not ready.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And she wasn't even ready with her own mindful awareness thing, because remember, she was sitting high up on the stool and everybody else was down on the yoga mats. Angel.
Okay, here's the menu. Okay. Starters is a smoked rainbow trout. They have boiled spice snapper.
Okay.
And
look at that price. That's a reasonable price, $250.
It is, yes, for this meal plan that they're laying out. Yes. Okay, fresh vegetables.
Brown Brother dirty rice. Okay, come on now to the Brown Brother dirty rice vegetables, smothered green beans.
For dessert, we have the bourbon maple pears with brown sugar crumblings. Okay.
For that meal alone, they could charge more money. You know, Angel, she's not ready.
Yeah, we're sorry, Angel. Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's a little cute picture of them. Okay.
They're a cute couple.
2023 by Angel and Bobby. Okay. What? What are you laughing at?
Reasonable price for no running water. So
you definitely gonna have no running water out there.
Ow, I cannot. You can't wash your hand before you eat. I cannot. You ain't gonna be able to use the bathroom when you on your hike. No. Oh, come on now, Angel. You know, I was rooting for her. Like, what's her darn name said? We were rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you.
She just wasn't.
I mean, I think we kind of called it from the beginning, Diva. I think we kind of said at the beginning that Angel did not seem like she was a fit for this. And unfortunately, you know, she has proved us right. I mean, she's not a fit for this. You know, I think Jazzy would have been a better addition to the group, and maybe left Angel as a friend of. I think they needed to switch places out because she just did not give what needed to be gave. It doesn't seem like she was fully invested in the process, especially not actually having a house already in Potomac. This abrupt move in the middle of the season, having to go back to Colorado. I mean, she has really epically failed this season. And I think I've said this to you in private, and I'm willing to say it in public. If she cannot bring me a turnaround at the reunion, I have signed off for her not to come back for season 11.
Well, you know, I don't know. You know, y'all love to say we got to give, you know, the first comers a second chance. I don't even know if a recovery of a second chance is going to work for Angel, because she just doesn't get it, and she's so sensitive. She was like, you know, I'm giving these girls my authentic self. I'm telling them the truth, and they just don't believe me. They don't want to accept my apology. And I'm just, you know, I just want y'all to have a good time. Angel, toughen up. Toughen up. Because this thing, wait, I heard this. Thank you for the super chat. Angel and Bobby purchased a home in Potomac, so it seems like she'll be back. But she said that. Do we have proof?
Not she a liar now, too.
Was Tia her realtor? Was Tia her realtor? I don't know. I just don't think. But besides that, I honestly don't think Bobby want to be here. I think Bobby loves his home where he's at. And let's be clear, their home in Colorado is absolutely beautiful. And I'm concerned if she really purchased a home in Potomac. The reason why I'm concerned if she really purchased a home in Potomac, because she couldn't keep up with the Airbnb first round. Angel and Bobby's house tours. Yeah, I saw it. It is strange. The whole house is based on Bobby's comfort. Even extra tall counters and chairs. She has a reading area with chase lounge. Says she loves sitting. Yeah, you know, the thing is her husband is tall. And you know, us short people, we could get used to the tall stuff. Just get the stuff out the cabinet for us. But it would be harder for him to get used to level stuff. I thought the house is gorgeous. I don't mind anybody catering to their man. But do I think that she had to get permission that she can't just go and leave these kids? I do.
But do you want a spouse that just goes and leaves and doesn't ask? Even if it's planned? I don't. I want my spouse to make just, for me, it's just, and this don't have nothing to do with Angel. For me, it's just making me feel respected in the relationship. Like, and that's one thing, in my opinion, that none of these ladies have in their relationships is respect. Like,
so here's the thing, Royaire. In general, I'm not just leaving the house and not telling my man I'm about to run the Target. I'm going here. I'm doing this. I'm doing whatever. Let's be clear. I'm not doing that. That's not happening, right? And if you're about to walk out the house, you need to tell me what's up, where you going. I need to see what you got on, say goodbye, all that, because you never know something happened. I gotta be like, he had on a sweatsuit with a jean jacket on, or whatever, right? So
about descriptions.
Yeah, his baseball cap. That's what he last had on when I last saw him, okay? And he told me he was going to Target. Now, if he ain't go to Target, he went to Walmart and did something else and met with somebody, then that ain't what he told me, right? But whatever. So, no. So let's be clear. I'm not saying about being any disrespect to your relationship, but I am saying this. When you are a reality TV couple, it's no different when Kay first came on and Greg didn't want to be on the screen. It's no different. And then you see the next season, Greg tried to pull it together. They gave him scripts to read and he couldn't get it right. He was like, yes, the billboard with all your hard work. And then he had to scroll through to see what else he needed to say in that scene. So my thing is, if you signed up for reality TV, then you need to be ready. Diva Angel was winked her eye when she discussed the PJ party with her hubby, hinting that she didn't want to go. But you stupid. Here's the thing too, what I'm not going to do. I'm nobody's punk. If I don't want to go, I just be like, I like Wendy told us, stand on business. I'm not going to drive my husband under the bus to try to save self. No, I'm not doing that. Because that's why he said, oh, if you don't want to go, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to make my husband look crazy on this screen. If I don't want to go, I'm not going. I don't need to be telling you, oh, my husband, and I got to check on the kids and all of that. I'm not.
Yeah, yes. Well, listen.
Y'all saying I'm with Angel, communicate with her husband first. She did communicate with him. He said, you're going here, you're doing this, you're doing that. Why do you need to go to the pajama party when y'all going to be together all day? And she was like, yeah, I know. He said, that's when he said, do you want to go? And she said, no. I wish Bravo didn't ding us so I could do like y'all like to do, bring the receipts. I'm telling y'all, I'm reading this whole situation 100% correct. Angel did not stand on business. Angel is not ready for this group. Angel is not ready for reality TV. Point blank in a period. But I like you, Angel. But you know what, though, too? Listen, Dina, the sports that play the audio.
Play the audio.
Ooh, you know, Sasuke, I love you. Angel's above this group.
Right.
I don't know about Angel.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to say all of that. No, I'm not going to say all of that.
I fly above all the haters.
Oh my God. And on that note, listen, everybody, we have completed our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac, the Rocky Road to Sisterhood, season 10, episode 15. At the end of every episode, we like to get your thoughts and opinions on the recap. So, on the episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, let us know your final thoughts on this episode 15, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. We'll get to those momentarily. Diva, your final thoughts on this episode and your rating.
Oh, wait, I just got to address this. We had a Robin on the show for 9 seasons, but we want Angel out after 1 because once Robin got out, we are no longer going to tolerate the nonsense.
No mediocre. Mediocrity is not allowed. Mediocrity is not allowed anymore.
We will not be 9 years a slave again. We will not. Okay, we will not. So stupid Ray, I cannot. So, okay. So what do I give this episode? I was contemplating this in my head, but let me tell you something. I'm giving it a 9.5. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes. You're making my stomach hurt. Yes, I'm giving it a 9.5. But let me tell you why, Royaire. Okay. Let me tell you why.
Let me hear you out.
How do you get chin checked in your own state? Child, you listen. Her girlfriend came up with this. Kay came up with this. Kay said I chin checked her in the whole season. Poor Angel has been getting chin checked. They chin checked her. As soon as she came out, she was all nice and demure. What's that word everybody was loving? Demure. She was all nice and demure. She was like, ladies, listen, I just want to say I'm sorry. No. It's too late. It's too late. I ain't have no water. Y'all didn't even check on us. You didn't send us an Uber.
Look, an Uber to drive an hour away to come and take a shower.
Oh, God. Nobody called us.
Oh, my God.
You need a Tia. And K, no K, not now.
Not now. Cheers to what? For what? Stacey said, what are we cheering for?
Oh, Jesus, help me. Oh, my God. It did on that plate for them to say, because did you see Angel's face when they was like, yeah, we'll cheers to Gizelle. So yes, this deserves a whole 9.5 to me. Okay. And then if that wasn't enough, on the private jet, they get off and then there's dinner. And she got chin checked again. Okay. She had to sit there and Monique's telling her and she just sit there. All she could say is, no, that's not how my relationship is. I got a good relationship. No, Angel, you check them hoes. Talk about don't be comparing. I would be like, Monique, don't be comparing your failed marriage to mine. I'm still with mine.
Come on, failed marriage. Oh, we gotta get Angel in some courses.
Yeah, so don't be with these girls talking about how you see me and you like you saw yourself and Chris. Okay, I would have told her to take them love letters and shove it up her butt.
Oh my goodness. So, okay.
Angel got chin checked at her own event. And they would have never did that to me. I would have shut them all down. And then you know what I would have told Gizelle? Since you know what you rather have running water than be on a private jet, find your way back from Aspen. I don't want you to get on the private jet. Get out of here. You talking about some 4 seasons. Okay, but instead, here go Angel.
And here comes Gizelle. Y'all ready to go?
9.5 for me. 9.5 for me. 9.5, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to roll in and give this episode an 8. I thought it was an 8. You know, it was a lot of disrespect going on, and y'all know I don't like the disrespect. You know, unfortunately, it was well warranted, and the person that was being disrespected did nothing about it. So what could I do about it? The viewer can't be more upset than the individual. So what can I?
I'm just authentic. She was like, I'm authentic. I tell the truth. I don't know what else to do. And Monique was like, girl, just, you know. She said, try your best. She told her try her best, pretty much. And Ashley was trying to tell her that too, but then Gizelle, big sis, came and got her. She said, let's go.
We coddling this big girl. We ain't coddling nobody, okay? Child, listen.
When she came back and got her, I said, I can't do this. I'm done. I'm done.
I was like, Gizelle is off the chain. I can no longer take it. I can't. But super. It was a really good episode, Diva. Really great. You know, this is what Sunday nights at 8, this is what we wait on. And they did a great job. Excellent job. Everybody clocked in. Everybody did their thing. So shout out to the ladies. So Super is giving this a 7. Jeremy is giving it a 10 for no water. Gizelle learned how to knock hard knock, excuse me. Classy is giving this a 7. Sassy is giving this an 8. Let's see. Danita is giving this an 8.5. Juanita is giving this a 7. Okay. I Am 50 Gold is saying a 7. Taking Colorado off the map. Not off the map.
Wait, now you don't even want to visit Colorado?
She didn't want the whole state for y'all. Ocean is giving it a 7 because Mean Girls Sister Almighty thinks she's still at Hampton University, hazing incoming AKA sisters. Oh, okay. Little English Rose gave it a 10. Who is this? How's it? Maloney's Love gave it a 9. Anybody else? Mistress is giving it an 8. Penny is giving it a 4. Okay.
Get your glasses on. She gave it an 8.
Girl, listen, I gotta take these contacts out. That's what I need to do and put some glasses on. It's giving it an 8. I don't know where I seen a 4 at. But listen, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining us. Thank you so much. Listen, remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it when you came in. Make sure you join us on Thursday night for Married to Medicine at 6 p.m. We will be recapping that. Make sure you join Diva each and every night for Trending Topics at 8 p.m. Let's see. Is everything official for tomorrow? Do we want to announce that?
Not yet.
Okay. So just stay tuned to both of our channels with your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Let's see. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. We see your comments. We see your after show comments. So we really appreciate it. What was this one? Hold on. Hey there, Diva and Ro. You are giving it an 8. You lived for Mauricio. And okay.
No. They said don't eat your contacts like Stacy did.
Listen, I was so confused on how that even. Girl, why did you Why did you take your contacts out and thought you were going to be able to put it back in? Once you take them out, they shrivel up if you don't put them in no substance of anything. But yeah, I need to go get me some glasses, y'all. That's the real problem. I ain't got no glasses to put on my face. My glasses broke. But listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. We plan on recapping Iyanla the Inside Fix this Saturday. So make sure you check out that episode. It was a 30-minute episode, a really good show. And we're gonna try to help us get some work done in our lives. We're gonna recap this and see how we can help the people and how Iyanla can help us as well. Okay. Anything else before we go?
No, that's everything. We thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Much love.
Much love. Have a good night. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And we will see y'all Thursday night. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Royaire's world.